Not only are the St. Louis Cardinals among the best in baseball, the Cards are also innovators, having a vision for the future of security. The Cards claim to be the first in Major League Baseball to use iris recognition technology. Only the sets of eyes in the Cards database can open layers of Clubhouse doors. It's used to gain entry to designated areas for Cardinals players and coaches.
And be in their work environment and not have the distractions and not have anyone else wandering through there when they really shouldn't be.
Not that long ago, the idea of using your eyes to identify you was part of science fiction. But here it is, not inside a starship. It's inside Busch Stadium.
There's a couple players that talk about Star Trek, just the whole futuristic side of everything.
The character played by actor Tom Cruise in the sci-fi thriller Minority Report had a problem with iris scanning. He had nowhere to hide.
John Anderson, you could use a Guinness right about now.
But do St. Louis Cardinals players have a problem with it?
Some guys think it's too flashy, it's not something we need, and other guys were excited about it for the same reasons. You know, it's the first time they saw this kind of technology and they were excited to unlock a door with your eyes.
Iris recognition identifies a person by analyzing the random and complex pattern of the iris that's unique to the individual.
You really can think of it as a fingerprint. It's entirely unique. It's nothing that can be duplicated.
The iris is the color portion of the eye. It's the muscle regulating the size of the pupil, controlling the amount of light entering the eye. Stadium Operations System Coordinator Stanley Rahalski uses camera technology to capture the player's dual iris image.
Go into the enrollment, you can see all the names and the players that we have populated. Example, here's Carlos Martinez, and that's the image of his eyes that the camera captures and stores to the database.
At the door, the iris reader sends an infrared beam of light to the eye, acquiring the detailed structure of the iris.
You don't even see it. There's no beam, so to speak. There's kind of a disc on the front of the reader, and you basically just look at that, make sure your eye is focused at that, and it'll automatically just do it. You're not seeing anything pass across or anything like that.
Phil Melcher is the Cardinals' Director of Security. For Melcher, having a system that denies lying eyes is a system he can trust. Melcher says it can only make a match with a functioning eye as the iris performs this biometric verification.
A live eye is going to have a different appearance than an eye that's non-functioning.
By going with the biometric technology, you're never going to be without your eyeballs. When you're carrying bags in, you don't have to set anything down.
Before iris recognition technology, players and staff were required to wear a lanyard and use their badge or ID card to gain access to the clubhouse. Now, they only need their eyes.
Infrared beam can actually look through a pair of sunglasses or a pair of eyeglasses.
In seconds, the match is made and the door unlocked. Iris recognition is one of many new security measures in recent years, and not just for the players' safety. The Cards say they are the first in Major League Baseball to employ explosive detection canines. And that's not all.
The physical security outside the stadium, like the bollards and the barrier protection.
Built to protect the building and people on the sidewalk. They added security cameras for a price tag of $1.3 million. And this crossing gate can stop a semi-truck traveling 50 miles per hour.
We do basically a risk analysis. What's the current threat scenario? We're bringing in partners from the FBI, Department of Homeland Security.
The Cardinals are recognized for having the best security practices by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. They were awarded the department's Safety Act certification.
We're one of only 4 stadiums in Major League Baseball with full certification through Safety Act. Being part of this organization and the tradition that goes with that means that you're trying to be the best.
Which means taking a swing at something new.